Laudato Si really put the spotlight on the need for God's people to live in harmony with creation. But here in Amityville, the Sisters of St. Dominic have been doing this for decades.
Yeah, and the fruits of their labors are right here in this wonderful organic garden that they've been sponsoring for over 20 years.
We go anywhere from things that you're used to seeing, like you're used to seeing a cucumber, and you're probably used to seeing an Italian zucchini, but this is from the Middle East. This is a Middle Eastern zucchini.
And it is grown on the nuns' land from imported seeds, all herbicide and pesticide free. The soil itself is tended to by Long Island locals. Students volunteer to work the farm, families invest and have shares of the land, and when the crops are harvested, all partake in the yield.
We forgot our herbs. We forgot our herbs.
Herbs.
The Dominicans, listening to the Pope's call for care of the poor, donate produce to local soup kitchens.
The food is grown with love, it's given with love, and it's received with love.
The sisters praise the Pope's encyclical for urging all humans to get reconnected with the earth, our common home. It's a mission that they've had for years.
We don't really realize that we're connected to the earth because every institution is just teaching us that it's just all about humans. All decisions are made just for humans.
We can't separate ourselves from the planet. We're intricately connected. I mean, if we didn't have air or water, so we're absolutely, totally dependent on the planet. Of course, we are to use the things of the earth, but with respect.
The workers say that at the farm, man's impact on the environment is evident. Certain crops are struggling amidst a changing climate. Humanity should take warning. If our food can't survive, neither can we.
We plant peas traditionally, and it's a common tradition to plant them St. Patrick's Day, March 17th.
Because they're green?
Because they're green, I guess so. And it's usually cool and rainy. And they like the cool and they like the rain, but the ground has to be soft enough to plant them in. But this year, it was such a long winter that the ground was still frozen solid March 17th. Yeah. And we didn't plant them for almost 6 additional weeks. So they got into the ground late, which means that they take longer to grow, and they have a shorter season because once it starts to get hot like this, they start to yellow and die back. They have a rather limited growing season. They like the cool, they like the wet, but they don't like the cold necessarily, but they don't like the heat. So they're a true spring, spring peas.
Spring peas.
They truly are a spring crop.
Elizabeth believes that this year's crop is suffering from the effects produced by climate change.
This is a real warning. It's like the canary in the mine telling us, there are serious implications for weather patterns changing.
But the Dominicans say that there is hope. Humanity can reconnect and save creation.
What needs to change first and foremost is the human heart. The churches need to help people fall in love with the earth. Because once you fall in love with the planet, once you fall in love with the earth, then you will, if you don't know what to do, you'll be able to figure out what to do.
The sisters have the whole community involved at the farm here, and they're hoping that Laudato Si encourages even more people to live in harmony with the earth.
Sure, and like the sisters said, the more you know about the earth, the more you respect it and the more you want to do to help it. So all of God's creation is in play here.
Reporting for Currents from Amityville, I'm Katie Breidenbach.
And I'm Ed Wilkinson.